All right, welcome everybody to today's training. We're going to continue our 10 Steps to Success training series today. And we're actually on step number 8. So that's pretty exciting. We're getting close to the end here. Step number 8 is learn the biz. Now, this is a really important step. All the steps are important, but of course, this one, it really is key to what we're doing. I mean, we'll be able to recruit people to be able to build teams. We got to understand what it is we're doing, right? We got to understand just all the aspects of our business, because that's the secret, is helping people understand why we're different, what makes this better than the alternative, right? And so there's several aspects to it, but one of the real important things to know is that we can't become paralyzed, because too many people, when we get started in this, right, what ends up happening is they kind of freeze up, right? They start going through it, and they realize, oh, there's so much to do, so much to learn, so many different things, that they never actually get started, right? I know people that have taken months, like literally months, to go through, and I say, well, why aren't you recruiting anybody? And they say, well, because I don't know anything yet. I don't know about it. I'm not confident, right? So when we talk about learning the biz, we're talking about something, the basics. Okay, we're talking about just, this is the main things you need to know. You don't need to know every detail. You don't need to know every single aspect of it. In fact, one of the examples I like to give is, when we say, hey, we have a vehicle, right? We have a vehicle, and this vehicle can get you from point A to point B. And we don't have to understand all the mechanics, right? We don't have to understand, if we have a car and we say, oh, okay, well, this is how the exhaust system works, and this is how spark plugs work, and this is how the carburetor does its thing, and this is how the fuel injectors do their stuff. We don't have to know all those things, right? All we need to know is how to drive the car. Okay, we just need to know, hey, get in the car, turn it on, and here's the brakes, here's the gas, here's the steering wheel, and that's it. That's we just need to know how to drive. We need to know the rules of the road, but we don't have to get into the nitty gritty. We don't have to get into all the specifics of everything, right? We just need to know the basics, and that's what we're talking about with step number 8. Learning the biz means learning how it works, right? What are the different concepts of it, from comp plan to product to all those things, but not getting to where you feel like you have to be an expert at everything. You have to become your own mechanic, right, to be able to drive. That's not what we're doing. Okay, so super important. All right, so the first thing we really want to understand is understanding why our model is better, right? You probably all know who Eric Worre is. Eric Worre is an awesome mentor. I love his training, his GoPro stuff, and he was one of the first mentors that I started to follow. And one of his favorite, or my favorite thing he says is, "It's a stone cold fact. We have a better way. Now let's go tell the world." Right now, he also has been said, network marketing is not perfect. Okay, it's just better, right? That's the idea. We're not here to say that everything is going to be perfect, right? We're not here to say that, oh, jump in and you're going to become a millionaire overnight, and you get rich quick and all that. No, right? There's still work to be done. There's still going to be issues. There's still going to be problems. There's still going to be drama, right? There's still going to be the ups and downs and all that stuff. All we're saying is that our model happens to be better. Okay, this creates more millionaires than having a job ever thought of coming close to, right? So that is super important to understand. It's not perfect, but it is better. And if you come in, yes, there's going to be things you got to deal with, but still, if you're willing to put in the work and the time and to learn it and everything and follow the 10 steps, then you have a way better chance of success than if you just continued along the normal path. Okay, and then, because like Jim Rohn said, formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. And that is the key thing. Okay, Yeah, if you're satisfied just going out and okay, I just want to make a living, I just want to pay the bills, I just want to, go out on the weekends and have fun, that's it. Well, okay, yeah, formal education and getting a job and everything, you can survive, right? You can make ends meet. But if you want to make a fortune, if you want to be free, then you have to do something different, right? And that is what we do. As network marketing professionals, our model is perfect, but it is better if we're working side by side. Okay? All right, so that's the first thing. Understand is why our model is better. All right. So then we want to go into the important aspects of what it's all about, right? So these are just the simple things that we need to know. Number one, how enrollment works. How do we get people involved with our business, right? How do we get our link? How do we send it out? How do we share it? How do we get people signed up? Where can we find the training resources, right? Where is that all found? How can we get to the videos and the presentations and everything else? How our back office works, right? Where to find everything in the back office, how to actually get your commissions and that kind of stuff. The products, right? How do you get to the products? How do you know what they are? How do you sign up for them? How do you purchase them? All that stuff. And why they're a solution, right? We want to understand. We want to be a product of the product, of course. Compensation. How does the comp plan work, right? What do we got to do? What are the rules? What are the requirements? How do we go up in rank? All those things. And then understand the concept of timing, right? The timing and being able to be involved in something in the beginning so that we can actually take advantage of the momentum that is to come. All right, so training resources, right? This is super key. So if you're new to the business, then obviously your go-to person is going to be your enroller, right? The person that signed you up, the person that invited you, is obviously supposed to know all these things and is supposed to be able to point you in the right direction and say, okay, here is the schedule, right? This is when we do webinars and Zooms. This is when you can jump on and have a presentation. These are the groups that we're part of, whether it's on Telegram or WhatsApp or Messenger, whatever groups you like. You're on Facebook, right? There's places that you can be part of where you can find out when things are happening, right? So if you haven't been invited to them yet, get with your enroller, find out who can add you to the different groups so that you're always up to speed on when things are happening, what's going on. Where can you find the resources, right? Whether it's in an app or whether it's on the website, in the back office, wherever you want to go, there's going to be resources where you can download documents, where you can find the videos, right? There's the YouTube channels, there's in Vimeo, and there's lots of different places where you can find videos, where you can find information you need to be able to share the opportunity with other people. Okay, so it's whether it's live sessions or product training or overviews or whatever, there's tons, right? And this is one of the things that if you don't have this, I mean, there's so many companies I've been a part of that did not have this stuff, right? They weren't doing Zooms, or maybe they did like one call a week, and it's, hey, well, where can I find the information on the comp plan? Where can I find this or that? And they didn't have it, right? And how in the world am I supposed to do the business? Crazy. So training resources, key component, and yes, tons of it, right? Like literally every day, there's something going on that you can plug into and find it. But more than anything, just understanding, oh yes, I can find out how the comp plan works. I can find out how to recruit, and that's what we're doing today, right? Literally right now, this training, this class, the 10 steps is part of the resources that we have available. Okay. Really important. Okay, second thing, basic idea, enrollment, right? We'd like to know a little more about you. Okay, let's sign people up. Let's get them in. Let's, find our link, show them how to sign up, show them what to do, show them how to get involved, how it all works, right? It's not hard, okay? And get them, because that's what we're doing. As networkers, I mean, that's our job. Our number one job is to build a team. That's what we're here to do. We're not here to sell, right? We are not salespeople. We're here to build a team. That's what we're here to do. We're here to bring people to the table, right? We're here to get people in front of the platform, get them involved, whether they want to be just a customer or if they want to actually be part of the team and make money. That's two different aspects of it. But we definitely need to be doing both, right? It's always important to have actual customers, actual people who want to come in and just use it because they find value, not necessarily because they want to build a team and earn commissions, right? That's actually super important to be compliant with some of the rules like the FTC, right? That's one of the things that they'll look at is your ratio of how many customers to distributors you have and stuff. So really important to understand, hey, this is how you sign up, this is how you enroll, there's your link, all that kind of stuff. Okay, then understanding your back office, right? Okay, where do I go to cash out my commissions? Where do I go to access my product? Where do I go to see my team and what they're doing and see who's active and who's not active and all that stuff, right? That is super important to understand. And there are tutorials, okay? The leadership team has created actual little videos, right? Where you can go in and see how to do each of the little things. They have, back office tutorial. Here's where all the things are. This is what we're doing. This is why, all of that, okay? And so, super, super important. All right, and then, of course, after that, we want to do understanding our product, right? So, how do we understand what our products are, right? It's really, really important to understand, okay, what are our products? Is it the e-commerce that we're interested in? Is it the travel that we're interested in? Is it the, fintech stuff? Is it personal development? Whatever it is, right? That's what we want to be involved in. We want to understand, what the products are, how they work, why they work, all those different things. We want to be able to, be sure to be a product of the product, right? We want to be able to go in on the e-commerce platform and make a purchase, right? We want to be able to go and use the travel portal, be able to say, hey, yeah, this worked for me. I got a discount. I got a cash back on it. We want to be able to go and use the fintech products. We want to be able to use the personal development stuff to be better. So yeah, if we can do that, if we can become experts on what the products are and have a personal testimonial on all of them, then we're going to be successful. Okay. All right. Then of course we have to understand the leadership, right? Who are the leaders? What where can I get help? We need to understand, right? Okay, who the top people are in the business, so that we can go to them as a resource and find out, what's going on, who's doing what, and grab those nuggets, right? All the different little, things that as mentors they can provide for us to help us be better at the business. So super important be able to understand the leadership, who they are, their experience, why they're part of this business, what they're doing, and all of that. Okay, and then of course we want to understand compensation, right? So if we can understand compensation, if we can understand how it works, right? What is the binary? What is the unilevel? What is the way I earn direct commissions? The structure, all of that. Then we can know what we got to do, right? Because that's what people need to know. It's like, okay, I can go recruit people, that's fine, but how do I build it? How do I structure it? How do I make sure I'm making the most money, right? How do I balance it? What are the requirements? And what is really amazing is the idea of being able to get into profit quickly, right? That's what we really need to do. So if we can do that, then when people ask, oh, well, how do you make money here? We can say, look, this comp plan is amazing. It allows you to get into profit quickly. Here's the rules. Here's how you do it, right? Get 3 people, and now you're going to be in profit. All that kind of stuff. It's really, really key to understand the basics, right? Now you don't have to know all the details and like, oh, there's structure here, structure there, and this is how you, if you can get to this super duper rank, then you can do this. No, that's not necessary. Just the basics. Okay, go and And let's just find 3 people you want to work with, right? Hey, let's go and find some customers. Hey, let's duplicate, right? Let's teach our team to do the same thing so it starts to grow. Then we have a basic idea of teaching people how to get into profit. And once they're in profit, then guess what? They'll stay, right? We have retention. Okay, so then, of course, the importance of timing. This is super key. All companies go through 3 phases: formulation, momentum, and stabilization. So people who join a company at the ground level are most likely to profit from the tremendous growth that occurs during momentum. And this is where fortunes are made, right? So it's really key to understand. Okay, my personal experience, I started out over 20 years ago with the company that had already been around for 30 years. And I don't want to name them, but I did not have a good experience because it was already saturated. It was a company that everybody had already heard of, and they were like, I don't want to be part of that, and it was frustrating. And then my second company I joined, a little bit better, but still, even there, it took me more than 3 years before I was actually making more money than I was spending. It was frustrating because the timing wasn't right, right? That company had already been around for 20 plus years. And so, it was just not a good fit. So the important thing you want to look for is being part of a company that is new and fresh and up and coming, so you can take advantage of that momentum that surely comes. Every company goes through this, right? Where it might take 3, 4, 5 years, but then it happens, right? And all of a sudden, the masses start to come in, and you can ride that wave. And so key component is the importance of timing. All right. So in conclusion, this is what it comes down to. Recognizing what makes a 5-star company, right, is resources, leadership, product, compensation, and timing. If you can say, hey, you know what, I've got all 5 of these things, then you can, with 100% confidence, know that you're going to be successful, right? As long as you put in the rest of the work, as long as you're doing the rest of the 10 steps, right? But this is something you can tell somebody brand new, right? Okay, what is your business about? Well, we got the resources. You know where to find everything, how to get people on board, how to train them, how to do all that, who the leaders are and why they're there and what they're doing, and the mentorship that's available. The product, how the product solves the problems. It has a solution to all different aspects, whether that's traveling, whether that's e-commerce, whether it's fintech stuff, and then of course the compensation, how you get paid, how you can make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month, and then why it's such a good idea to get involved right now with the timing. If you have those 5 things, then you are good to go. And that's all you need to explain. That's all you need to tell people. We have these 5 things, so you can have success here, right? And then, as Jim Rohn says, let others lead small lives, but not you. Let others argue over small things, but not you. Let others cry over small hurts, but not you. Let others leave their future in someone else's hands, but not you. And then he said, if you don't design your life or your life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what? They have planned for you. Not much, right? So take advantage of what we got. Follow these 10 steps that we're showing. Understand the 5 stars, the company that make it so amazing, and you will have the success that you're looking for. Thanks so much for joining me today. Hopefully that was helpful. And we will see you next week now for step number 9, which is how to be a leader. We've gone through steps 1 through 8. That's all about you. Now it's all about bringing other people to the table. Now you're ready to step up and be a leader. All right. Thanks so much. And we'll see you next